मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। रसना 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 रसना, जपते 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 तू ही तू ही तू ही रसना, जपते तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही।
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभूम गुर प्रसाद। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। Welcome to the world of Sikhism. The Bhai Sahib is with me. I am Chatur Singh Saini. Bhai Gurdarshan Singh from Guru Gobind Singh Foundation. I am from National Sikh Center. We have started few months ago the Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Gurbani Japji Sahib. Bhai Sahib is going to explain where we left last week. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome back to the program. Last week we talked about Guru Nanak Dev Ji's his own vision, his own take when the universe was created, and he gave answer that Ja karta sir theek ko saje ape jana soi. The God who created this universe, only he knows when it was created and how it was created. And my duty is to connect with that creator. And from that connection, he was saying those words. His words are not the scientific discoveries. His words are the inspiration from God, what he got, and the vision from God, what he got out of that experience. And I always say that when one experiences the Creator in totality, then whole universe becomes his or her own body. And he's not talking about the different planets.
Yeah.
He's not talking about the different earths and stars. He's talking about his own expansion. Because they seem to be different, they seem to be far away, but they are part of us. We are part of them. And more aware you are, more conscious you are about your own self, and more outreach you have towards what is around you. And today we will be talking about the 22nd body of Japji Sahib, where let me read the part first with the pronunciation. And we have, in this translation, we have adopted the school of Professor Sahib Singh with Gurbani Vyakaran and the pronunciation. And that's how it reads. Patala patal lakh agasa agas odak odak paal thake ved कहन एक बात सहस 18 कहन कतेबा ਅਸੂਲੋ ਇੱਕ ਧਾਤ ਲੇਖਾ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਲਿਖੀਐ ਲੇਖੈ ਹੋਏ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ ਨਾਨਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਆਖੀਐ ਆਪੇ ਜਾਣੈ ਆਪ ਨਾਨਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਆਖੀਐ ਆਪੇ ਜਾਣੈ ਆਪ. So in this body, Guru Sahib continues the previous body, the expansion what is around us. And he says, Patala, Patala. Just imagine, 550 years ago, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is using these words, Patala, Patala, Lak. Jada Lak Shabd hai the, the word Lak, it is called in Punjabi terminology, Dili Deepak. Dili Deepak means the light or candle which is put on the Deli de vich jinu kande ne a doorway, which is lighting inside as well as outside.
Yeah.
So this Lak goes with the first two words and goes with the second two words. And he says,
so Bhai Sahib, this lakh is not million. The one we 1 lakh, 2 lakh, when we are saying 1 million, 2 million. This lakh is the reference to the light.
Lak is, it's counting.
Yeah.
But one thing is, in Gurbani terminology, if lalla khakhe nu onkad hunda,
Right.
then it would have been 100,000.
100,000, right.
Now it's a plural.
Yeah.
So there is no onkad. Then he's talking about it's hundreds of thousands.
Okay.
Hundreds of thousands.
Right.
He says, below this earth is also space.
Right.
But in our background where we have come from, we call it Patal.
Patal, right.
What is down below the earth
It's
is called Patal,
Patal.
which is above the earth that is called
Akash.
Akash, which is but it is all space.
Yeah.
It's all, and he says, beyond below the earth, there are Patala, Patal Lak, hundreds of thousands of planets.
Yes.
Lak, both way, Agasa, Agas. And above the earth, there are hundreds of thousands of creations.
Or galaxies.
Or galaxies.
Yeah.
Or earths, or suns, or moons,
Or moons.
whatever you make
Saturn.
or give name.
Saturns and all moons and everything. Yeah.
That's right. He says it's countless creation. Countless. Odak pal thake. This is again the curiosity in everyone. What was the beginning? Where is the end? And there is a word used in Gurbani. It is called Brahmand. Brahmand. Brahmand the arth hunda, the thing which is keep on expanding. I'm not talking about the scientific terms. I'm talking about what is written in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Brahmand means the thing which is keep on expanding. This universe is still expanding. It's not stopped. It's keep on moving. That is what Brahman means. And Guru Sahib says the people, scientists of every field, odak pal thake. Odak means
Millions.
the beginning.
Yeah.
Beginning or end.
Okay.
Kinara.
It is not a counting odak.
No.
Okay.
It is the beginning or end.
Okay.
कि कदों शुरू होया, कदों ये खत्म होया. Had. Boundaries.
Boundaries, yes.
The people are odak pal thake. They are looking for where it will begin and where the end is. He says Ved kehen ek baat. ते ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੇਦ ਨੇ ਗਿਆਨਵਾਨ ਲੋਕ ਨੇ ਗਿਆਨਵਾਨ ਪੁਸਤਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ.
Right.
ਵੇਦ ਕਹਿਣ ਇੱਕ ਬਾਤ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. The same thing. They are talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Religious people, non-religious people, scholars, they are all talking about where is the end, where is the beginning. then Guru Sahib gives a very spiritual perspective. These are the things, if even I know when the universe was created, so what difference would it make to me?
Right.
How will that change my life?
Yeah.
And Guru Sahib goes deep in this, and he says, Sahs 18 kehen kateba. Sahs 18. 18,000 alam. 18,000 of the scholars of Western faiths or Middle Eastern faiths. And then kehen kateba, the Islamic 4 books, the Quran, Anjil, Taurat, Jambur. These are the 4 books.
4 books. They are referring to these books.
And Guru Sahib is referring to them. Sahs 18 kehen kateba. All the spiritual scholars of faith and all the religious books of the faith, kehen ik baat, they are talking about one. What that one is? He says, Sahs 18 kehen kateba usulu. Usually, Sat Sangat ji, this part, when we do as a Sikh, we read this, we say it aslu. So aslu is not a word. 99% people read it aslu ikatat. But aslu is no word. It's a sulu. A sulu. Sase nonkada. A sulu. A sulu da matlab hunda mud. The beginning. The source. He says usulu ik tahat. The very beginning of this universe is the one. Creator. That Vaheguru. And that's where Guru Sahib says, he says, Jaki Leela ki mit nahe, sagal dev hare abgahe, pita ka janam ke jana poot, sagal proi apna soot, sumat gyan dhyan jin de, jan das naam tihaven se, tih gun mein jako parmaye, janam mera fir ave jaye, ऊंच नीच तिसके स्थान जैसा जनावे तैसा नानक जान. He says, is जाकी लीला दा अर्थ होता drama.
Right.
He says this drama of God cannot be expressed. इहदी कोई मित नहीं है, इहदी कोई हद बन्ने नहीं है. The drama is going on from centuries, from many ages. And sagal dev hare avgahe. Avgahe da अर्थ होता they are tired. The people are tired of looking the beginning. And even Dev da arth hunda enlightened people. Even Devte भी जड़े ने वो थक गए ने कि कित्थों पता किता जावे कि किमें पैदा होया. फिर गुरु साहब कहते ने पिता का जन्म के जाना पूत सगल पुरोई अपने सूत. The very beauty is, and Guru Sahib says that each and everything is in his control. जिस तरह कोई तुसी you pick up different flowers or make a necklace, and all the flowers are subject of one thread, and Guru Sahib says all the planets jatis pavai tarsishtu pae apna pana lai sumaye. ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਮਾਪਤ ਕਰਦਾ. ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਧਾਗਾ ਖਿੱਚਿਆ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਸਮਾਪਤ ਹੈ. ਇਹ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਉਹਦੀ ਸ਼ਕਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਦੋਂ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਈ ਬਾਰ ਪਸਰਿਓ ਪਾਸਾਰ. With this universe which we are experiencing, this is not the first time, this is not the last time. Many times this creation came into being and many times it was destroyed. कई बार पसरियो पासार सदा सदा एक एकंकार. लेकिन the one reality is always been there, and that is God. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਐਕਸਪੈਂਡ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੀ ਐਕਸਪੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਸੂਲੂ ਇਕਤਾਤ, ਵੀ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹੈ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਹੈ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, when we experience one, then it will be very difficult to not to treat others equally, not to treat others lovingly, not to treat others passionately. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਅਬਿਊਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਜਦੋਂ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਗਈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਰਤ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹਾਊ ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਟ੍ਰੀਟ ਪੀਪਲ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟਲੀ,
Right.
ਹਾਊ ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਸੀ ਪੀਪਲ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟਲੀ, ਐਂਡ that is the very message I would say every week we reiterate through the words of Guru Nanak. This no one is different,
Right.
and no one is entitled to be treated differently.
Right.
And that's what Guru Sahib says, don't recognize people through their skins, recognize people through their soul. Skins may be different, but soul is not different. It is God has created different containers for the same soul. And then he says, lekha hoye ta likhiye. If there is any count which can be applied to write God, you know, there are different fields: science, medicine, mathematics, and each field has its own language to write their counts,
Right.
to express their discoveries. And each they have their different languages, different terminology. He says, lekha hoye, if there is a language, if there is
Any tool,
way,
any tool or method.
tools or methods
Yeah.
to describe creator,
Right.
ਤਾਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ, then you can write. When there is no method, how can you write
How
it?
can you write?
Number one. Number two, lekha hoye vinas, if you find some tools, then the person who is using those tools, before he will finish his research, he will die.
He will die. Or finish
He will
the
be
tools. Or finish these tools he's discovering. Right.
Because how can you write something which is limitless, which
Right.
is beyond? And lekha hoye, if there is a language, you can write the methodology or terminologies or the
Any other method.
and
Yeah.
right, ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਏ ਬਿਨਾਸ, if otherwise the ਲਿਖਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ
Yeah,
ਉਹ ਖਤਮ
he
ਹੋ
will-
ਜਾਏਗਾ,
he will
ਫਿਰ
diminish.
ਲਿਖਾਦਾ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ।
Yes.
ਹਾਂਜੀ, then ਨਾਨਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਆਖੀ ਹੈ, ਆਪੇ
ਜਾਣੇ
ਜਾਣੇ।
ਆਪ।
Then he summarizes, he says, God is so great, God is beyond our terminologies, our languages, ਆਪੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਡਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈ। So in this body, again Guru Sahib expressed the greatness of God and the limitation of human beings, a limitation of human intellect. And yet, yes, human intellect is limited, but not limited that cannot experience the Creator.
Yeah.
Not that limited, cannot experience the Creator, the greatnesses of God. Now,
So what that means, Bhai Sahib ji, the value, the power of the nature is so much. It cannot be written with the ink. It cannot be expressed with the words. It is a limitless, and only the nature knows what is the limit of it. Only the Creator knows where it starts and where it ends. ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ, ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਅਸੂਲੂ ਧਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ? ਆਈ ਨੋ ਯੂ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਲਿਟਲ ਬਿਟ, ਆਈ ਸਟਿਲ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਡਾਊਟ. Your listener wanted to know, because this has been coming quite a while in our congregation also.
ਤਾਤ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ, ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ that mechanism which is the source of all things.
Right.
You know, ਵੈਸੇ ਧਾਤ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਿਲਵਰ ਹੈ, ਲੋਹਾ ਹੈ,
Right.
ਚਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਧਾਤਾਂ ਨੇ,
Right.
ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਮੈਟਲਸ ਨੇ,
Metal, right.
right?
Yeah.
And the ਇੱਕ ਧਾਤ with that metal, that mechanism, that power, which is the source of every sort of life and or visible or invisible power, that is one.
That is the one.
That is the one.
That is
The
only
one
one.
is Ikonkar.
One Ekankar. That is the power.
Right. I had a quotation of to even more express that Sulu Iktat. He says, Oankar Utpatti. The Oankar is the source of Utpatti. Oankar is the source of the creation. God is the source of the creation.
Yes.
Rather, when we even use these words, we say God is the source of the creation, means creation is different than God. God is not different than creation. We should say the creation is expansion of the Creator. The creation is a visible form of the invisible. Creation is not different. When it is different, then we treat differently. When it's a expansion, then it will be difficult. Because these are the words Guru Sahib reminding us, Oankar Utpatti. The Utpatti is Oankar. So the whole thing which you see, which you experience, which you are envisioning, it is the expansion of the invisible. Don't treat otherwise. Let me bring here line. We were talking about Sunday in Gurudwara Sahib. And Guru Sahib says, and he is not condemning that. He is saying, Eka pathar kija paho.
Remember that, right.
Duja pathar tariya pao. You are saying that in one idol is God, in one stone is God, belongs to God. What about the other stone?
Yeah.
What about the mountain? Mountain is the same.
Right.
God is not what you think of God is. That you are limiting God into your own imagination.
Yeah.
That is not God. That is God. Then it's God is your creation. Then
Right.
you think that God is, and God is not your creation. Rather, you are the creation.
Of the God.
He
It's
says
the otherwise, vice versa.
One idol you are so afraid of, and other idol you are walking on.
Right.
You are putting your steps on.
You made the roads and bridges and all these. Yes.
That's right. And it says, Eka pathar tariya pao, Eka pathar kija pao, Duja pathar tariya pao. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੇ ਇਹ ਦਿਓ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਦੇਵਾ.
Right.
If the one idol is God, then why not other, the stone is not God? Then he says, Eka pathar kija pao, Duja pathar tariya pao. Je ਇਹ ਦਿਓ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਦੇਵਾ. Ram bhajan bin nehfal seva.
Right.
He says, if you do not have God's virtues, you are not exercising those values in your life, then whatever you are saying ritual, it won't take you anywhere. It will not help you to reach any kind of state of mind. So that's what Guru Sahib says, Kiya Oankar Utpatti, Kiya Dins Savrati, Van Trin Tripavan Pani. He says one, the vegetation. Trin, kakh even
small grass.
Small grass.
Yeah.
Tripavan, all what you see around, and a pani, even water.
Yeah.
Chare Bed, Chare Khani. He says all the Vedas, all the knowledge of the world, all the sources of creation, a Khand, Deep, Savloa, all the planets, all the stars, galaxies, ek kawava pe hua. They are all from one God's hukam, God's will. Everything came from. Then he says, Karna hara bujore. He says your purpose is to find out who created this, who created it. When you go to a museum, you see a beautiful painting. While you're watching that painting, and the question comes to you, who created it? Who painted it?
Right.
Because it is so impressive and so beautiful, so eye-catching, and you cannot just forget who created it. Either if there is no admiration, then you are missing the beauty. You are missing the real. That you are seeing the world, you are seeing living in this world, yet you are missing who created it. That simple means is you are not seeing it what is seeable. You are not seeing the reality. You are just, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸੈਰ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, walk ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Many times we are so much worried about day-to-day concerns. We miss the beauty of trees. We are unable to communicate with the leaves, with the grass, with the stars, with even the so huge sun is in front of us. We just don't realize the beauty of that sunrise. When you start walking, just start seeing around you, and with the open mind, and the appreciation will arise in you.
Mm-hmm.
And the question comes, who created it? And certainly, all of a sudden, you will bow to the Creator. And that's what Guru says, Karana hara bujo re, Sadgur mila ta suja re. This kind of wisdom comes when you meet Guru, when Guru comes in your life. And may God bless us all, that Guru Nanak comes in our life as a Sikh and shows the path of divinity.
Thank you very much. Watching the word of Sikhism. If you have any positive, negative comments on these, you can write us, National Sikh Center at gmail.com, or call us at 202-270-5528. Again, I want to thank the TV station and Mera family providing us a platform to express our religious views and spread the Gurbani of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। रसना 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 जपते जपते जपते